this topic we will study about what is symbol and the history of symbol. Now as you can see here, symbols of the elements. So basically here I want to tell you first thing that the basic structure of all the languages remains the same. That means the alphabets, words and the sentences. It means that whatever language you are speaking or whatever language you know, first it starts from the alphabets, then it forms words, and then it forms sentences. Now in chemistry, if we talk, the language of chemistry is totally based on the chemical symbols. Okay, so this language of chemistry, you can see here, it is totally based on the symbols, and in chemistry there are 118 elements discovered so far. All have big names, so to use them again and again and to write it again, it is a very difficult process. So for these names we use short names or the short forms. So a symbol is a short form of an element, or the short form used to write the names of the element is taken to be symbol. Understood this thing? So symbol is it's simply a short form of an element, or also the short form used to write the names of the elements is taken to be symbol, and also it represents one atom to an element and hence the element itself. Okay, so here you can see that the symbols are present in chemistry, and each and every step you will find the symbols, because it is our chemistry is full of elements. Now we will study about the history of the symbols of elements. So in the beginning there were Greek symbols used. Okay, since scientists were eager to represent different elements in the form of symbols. So here in this video we will learn about history of symbols of elements and how it became better and better with time. So starting from the uh, Greek symbols. So earlier it was Greek symbols, then alchemist came and then formed the alchemist symbols. Then the scientist came Dalton, so Dalton symbols were there, and then the last one came the Basilius symbols, and this is the modern days symbols, and the current one what we are using, that is the modified version of Basilius symbol. Now starting from the Greek symbols, in the very old time Greeks were aware of only four elements, and that is water, air, fire and the earth. So here you can see that they use geometrical symbols to represent them, and the combination of these symbols to represent the water. So here you can see that air, earth, water and fire, so they are having the triangular symbols, and this was in this way triangle. This triangle is a inverted one, and this fire and this air and then earth. And here you can see that the moist is represented with the symbol of air and water, whereas warm that was represented with the symbol of air and fire. Then dry things were represented with the help of this fire and earth symbol, and the cold things were represented as earth and the water symbol. Okay, so this was the Greek symbol, but it was not very much, you can say it was, this one was also difficult because of the new elements which were present on the earth, and then it was difficult. Then the next symbol came, that was given by the alchemist. So alchemist has given, who were the alchemists? Alchemists were the people who used different methods to transform the less valuable matter into the gold. Okay, and this process was known as the alchemy. So alchemists were the old chemists who used to mix different elements together to create new types of potion or medicine or the matter. So they kept on trying and trying. In the previous videos also I have explained you that they were fully concentrated on the gold. They wanted to produce more and more gold, but accidentally they produced many things, and in the beginning it was the accident or the coincidence that they produced the things, but after that they came to know the process of making the medicines or the new matters. Now they represented various shapes of the elements. Okay, so they started representing in this way, but this one was also very difficult to learn. So what was that another came into existence, that was the Dalton symbol. So Dalton, with the progress in the science, then scientists started discovering new types of elements. Okay, and these new types of elements were discovered by many scientists, and in 1808 John Dalton named element on pictorial symbols. Okay, so he started giving pictures on that, and that was just like this hydrogen circle and then dot between oxygen, that was the shaded one, sorry, the blank one, and then the carbon was denoted by the symbol was given, that is shaded circle. Okay, but this one was also very difficult to draw and remember, and then they were replaced by the even the better system came, and that system was Berzelius system. So Berzelius came in 1830, and his name full name was John Jacob Berzelius, and he gave the system using letters of alphabet rather than signs. Okay, so he named the elements based on the letters of the alphabet. He has not given any signs. Okay, signs like earlier the scientists have given. So in that case, these symbols were very easy to learn and write, because they were the alphabet taken from the word of the or the name of the element. Just like here you can see the hydrogen H, oxygen O, helium He, and also it is known as the system for determining symbols of the elements. So in today's time we use modified version of Berzelius system, and is also known as determining symbols of the elements. Now children, you can see here that all the elements and the symbols are shown here. Some are metals and some are non-metals, and the physical state are given at room temperature. Okay, so these are physical state, that is the room temperature, that means in normal temperature what is the physical state. And here you can see that the letters, there are some rules also. So here you can see aluminium Al, calcium Ca, copper Cu, iron Fe, magnesium Mg, mercury is denoted by Hg. Similarly, potassium, though it starts from here P, but here it is given K. So sodium, that is Na is given. So this is the exception. So here another rule is given, that is some of them are starting from the Latin names. Okay, so mercury, the Latin name is hydragyrum, and potassium, that is the K is given. So K is having the kalium. Then sodium, exactly it has been taken from the natrium, Na. Then zinc, gold is known as the aurum in Latin name, so they have taken Au here. Then argon, bromine, carbon C, chlorine Cl, silicon Si, sulfur S, hydrogen H, iodine I, nitrogen N, and oxygen O. Now you can see here some are having two letters, two letters in that. Okay, or two alphabets, so Al and Ar. Why is it so? To differentiate that what is the symbol of aluminium and what is the symbol of argon. Okay, if simply A is taken, then there will be confusion. Similarly, here you can see the calcium Ca and copper Cu. Copper Cu, that is the cuprum is given. So cuprum, on the basis of that Latin name cuprum, Cu has been taken. Then iron is there, Fe. Iron is known as the Fe. Why? Because the Latin name is ferrum. Okay, so this is the elements and the symbols. So this one you can easily learn when you know the letters of that word of that particular element and how it is taken. And this one you have to learn anyhow, and it is very though it seems like difficult, but it's very easy. When you many times you will revise it, you will be able to learn easily, because afterwards this is the basic thing.